The kit comes with everything that you need to have to complete the project, from the rope, the instructions, and the dowel rod. If you take a look at your instructions, you see that there are different knots included, everything from joining on the wood dowel to different types of square knots and a diagonal clove hitch. Your instructions give you complete steps of what you need to do, and it also gives you a visual reminder here of how to complete each stitch. So whether you've done these knots before or not, that's okay. I will also show you so that you can confidently complete your project. Now, to complete the lark's head knot, you're going to have your wood dowel here, and then I have this taped down so it's a little trickier. You're going to put your rope from the back, okay, to the back, and then you're going to take your ends and pull through that loop, and you don't have to make it as long as what I did, and then you pull it tight. And that's how you join with the lark's head knot. Again, so that we can have two here together like the other ones, you're going to take your rope and go from back to front, take your rope, pull it through that loop, and then pull it tight. And this can be moved along your wood dowel. And on this project, you will be adding 20 of these links across. But just for working on this, I'm going to show you just a couple of these knots. So that's the lark's head knot, which is joining. To complete the square knot, you're going to take the outside 2 ropes. The inside 2 are fillers. So take your rope and create an L. Place the other one on the outside edge. Go behind and then pull from the back through that L. And that's the way it should look. And then you tighten it. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is the reverse. So you create a backwards L, take the other outside rope and place it on top, like that. And then you're going to go behind it and through this loop. Pull it up, and then you tighten it. And then you'll see that you have a vertical here and a vertical here. And I've already created a couple of square knots on those as well. So that's how you create a square knot. Now I'm going to push these together so that I can show you how to create the diagonal clove hitch. And it's really simple, and we'll start from the left and work to the right, and then we'll work from right to left. And it's very simple. It's just a repeat process of using this filler, okay? And these will be your working cords. And whenever you're working, the one on the outside will be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So you're going to take your one cord and lay it across, and this will be your filler. You're going to take the next one, put the end through that loop, and pull it tight. And then you see how I have it staying vertical here instead of going flat? That's what you want to do. So you're going to kind of push this back over again, and you're just going to repeat that process. See, if I take it and make it flat, that's not what you want. You want it to stay vertical. And you're going to make it come in at kind of an angle. So you can kind of arrange them and keep them tight. Now you'll take the next working cord and do the same thing. And you work twice with each cord. Now if you work loosely, this right here will kind of bow out, and that's not what you want. You want it to stay tight. So see how those still look straight? That's what we want. And we're going to work to the middle, which is right there. So have it 2 times. And one more. Now if your pattern calls for the diagonal clove hitch to go all the way across, you would just continue. But since that's the middle, that's where we're going to stop for now. Then we're going to go from the right to left. So take your filler yarn, take your first cord, Come up through your loop that way, and then bring it all the way up. Do it again. And make sure that that little knot stays vertical. We're finished with that one because we've worked it twice. And we'll continue with the next cords here. And this is not the pattern for this. I'm just showing you how to complete these knots throughout your pattern so that you can complete it on your own. And one more here. See how I'm pulling it tight so it stays straight, because if you don't, it'll bow out and then it won't line up correctly. And now that we have reached the middle, I'm just going to continue using this as the filler and basically do an overhand knot to pull them to the center. And now you see how we have done from left to right and right to left for the diagonal clove hitch knot. Now I think that we have done the lark's head knot, the diagonal clove hitch, the overhand, and the square knot. So now you can complete your own macrame wall hanging successfully.